going to be, okay. So first you're going to take the multiple choice exam. Second, you're going to write the rhetorical analysis essay, okay? So this is really the first essay that you're writing. I think that most students, when they hear they have to write an essay, me as well, I freak out about the organization. How do I organize it? Wait, how do you think I organize this essay? Yes, Sebastian. It is claim, evidence, and reasoning. It is indeed. Except, how would I organize the paragraph? What have we been doing? What have we been doing? Nicholas.
We do the first evidence, the claim, first evidence, then evidence 2, then reasoning.
So I want to back up. We are working with that, but I want to move away from that for a second. How are our paragraphs organized? We have 3 bodies. Each body is, thank you, John. It does have a claim, evidence, and reasoning. What is the claim in each body? We've been working on it. Nicholas.
Analogy or...
Okay, so what is Nicholas saying with analogy and repetition? Thank you, Jonathan. Your body paragraphs are organized by rhetorical device. So next time I ask you that question, and I think I have to ask you that question every single day this week, you're going to say, when I ask you, how is the rhetorical analysis essay organized? What are you going to say? By?
Rhetorical device.
Rhetorical device. And where do the rhetorical devices go? 1 in, so how many rhetorical devices do you need? 3. 3 total. Okay. So this is hugely important. Each essay is scored out of 5 points. 5 points. So 3 or higher on the entire exam will earn you college credit. There's no reason why everyone in here cannot earn 3 or higher. I want you to earn a 4 or 5 on this essay.
That's impossible.
It is not impossible. It is a math equation. You guys, the charts that I'm giving you, it's exactly how they score. I'm not wasting your time. 1 point. This is important.
Did you pass it, Peter?
This is important. 1 point out of the 5 is your thesis. So guys, I mean, even if you were rushed for time, forget the introduction, just write your thesis. They grade you on an overall score on how your essay is overall, but you don't necessarily get a point just for the introduction. But this thesis has to be how I tell you how it is. I'm literally giving you a point on the exam. So don't waste the thesis point, right? So here it is right here. Before we write our thesis, oh, I forgot. Can you go to the page in your notebook with the yellow notes? That's your, what am I doing? I totally forgot. You have these beautiful,
People are so cute today.
the thesis notes. You have these yellow.
No, you both look so cute.
You should have this in your notebook. I'll get it for you, Sebastian. You should have this in your notebook. Ashley. Yes, yes. Joseph, are you with me? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Are you sure?
I know, I have to get it. Nicholas, we need to look on with someone else right now. All right. Thank you for transitioning back with me. Thank you. I'm going to start. This right here, okay, is exactly what you need to memorize. It's actually, you know, WTF? Yeah, okay, well, you can say that right there. That's what we're going to do, except it's WVTTF. That is how you write your thesis. WVTTF. I'm going to go over what that means. These 2 things, though, need to be in your thesis statement. You need to identify the purpose of your speech. In other words, we think purpose as what? I need you to start thinking of purpose as Does the writer argue? Does the writer convince? Does the writer persuade? I'm going to tell you that all the speeches that you can possibly get in the world, everyone wants to persuade. Everyone wants to convince. You can just memorize your purpose as persuade or convince. Okay, persuade or convince. The message is the what. So you need to just start memorizing this like a math equation. What does the writer want? That is the message. So what is kind of like you're taking the universal idea, or you're thinking of the universal idea that you identify in the speech. The writer wants to fight for justice for the women who are oppressed in, in America. All right. So this is exactly your thesis statement. This is also on the yellow page. In fact, I took this one down. Honestly, guys, this is 1 point on the exam. Exactly as you see it. So I'm giving this to you on what day? November 8th. You take the exam on May 10th. We're not going to be doing rhetorical analysis pretty much after the first week of January. We're going to start into argument. You have to keep this in your mind. This is something that you want to sleep with under your pillow, remember? It kind of seeps into your brain, right? So, when I took an exam 2 summers ago for another certification, I think I told you this, I knew it was hard. I knew a lot of people didn't pass for the first time. I did pass for the first time, and guess what? I passed with the same multiple choice strategies I'm going to teach you for this test, okay? And my screenshot, my home screen on my phone, was something like this that I knew I needed to memorize. I encourage you to put this on your phone. I'm not even joking. So the first thing you look at before you send a text or a phone call is how to write your thesis. It is a single point on the exam. That doesn't sound like a lot. But when you're graded out of 5, that's a lot.
One side.
Right? That's a lot. So here's how you do it. Writer name, strong verb phrase, through RD1, RD2, and RD3. 2, convince, persuade, right? Educate. Those are always going to be the purposes for the speeches that you get. And message. What does the writer want? How about this one? Writer connects with her audience. Where's the strong verb phrase with connects with her audience? Where is that up there? Oh, I just told you the answer.
Yeah, connects.
Tell me the whole verb phrase though.
Connects with
Her audience. When I mean verb phrase, I don't just mean writer connects. It has to be a verb phrase. You have to have words after the verb. So then we have through. Where are this writer's rhetorical devices? Repetition, analogy, and colloquialism. To what? Right, so there's a goal, right, that a writer has. Otherwise, they're not going to give the speech. So in order to, you have your goal. So here we go right here. Tell me, we have writer connects with her audience, strong verb phrase, right? Through, 1, 2, 3, 2. That's the purpose. That's the purpose. Argue, convince, persuade, educate. 4, this is the message for social justice. Alright, so we have to have this argue or persuade. Could you use this for almost any speech you're going to get?
No.
Yeah. Argue, persuade, yeah. Could you use this for almost any speech you're going to get? Yeah. So what is the harm with memorizing this so that when you go into the test, you have it already written? You have it written, okay? All right, stick with me. I know this is a lot of talking, but I want to make sure that we get this. All right. Identify the following. Strong verb phrase. Where is it?
Challenge the status.
Yep, challenges the status quo. What is status quo? Anyone know?
Qual is like just saying like I forgot. They use it in politics every day.
So status quo is just normally how things are. And obviously this writer doesn't believe that the status quo should be how things are. You can actually use the phrase status quo in your writing, right? Writers always challenge the status quo. Could you use this? Absolutely in your thesis. Tell me what the rhetorical devices are. Thank you, John.
Parallel structure, analogy, and
Yep. Tell me the purpose. Persuading. Well, persuading her audience. Tell me the message.
all people should be able to
That's what the writer wants in the speech. So there you go, right? So you have to kind of piece it together so that you have all the parts. And we're just going to do, I think on this, I might already be done with this, but who just airdropped me something?
Drop me something.
I don't know. I hope it was okay. Who's airdropping me?
Can we see it?
Can you see it?
Not yet. I want to get through this. This must be the ending. Wow, I did not want to end this so quickly. Is someone taking over my slide deck? No, it was the end. Oh no, it was the end. Can we do one for Jesse Williams?
I just want to analyze.
I know. I want to do one for I want to do one for Thunberg or Williams. William. Okay, let's do Williams. Okay, Williams. Why am I writing with his last name and not his first and last name? Always last name, except for the first time you introduce him. This comes where in your essay?
I think in the middle or the
Before it is all birds from the
Comes at the beginning, but in what paragraph?
paragraph one.
One, the introduction. It comes in the last line of the introduction. Now, I just said, don't have a fancy introduction or conclusion. Two sentences is fine. Yeah, it's the focus is not on the introduction. Again, here is a huge focus, and then what you write in your 3-body paragraphs is a huge focus. They're not really reading for anything else, except for how it folds in overall. Okay, Williams, what does he do? Give me a strong verb phrase. Go back to your notebook on the page that actually says strong verb. Strong verbs here. What page is that on in your notebook?
that page over there.
Page over there.
Page over there.
This one
That
right here.
page over there. Yes, it actually says powerful verbs. Powerful verbs. You don't need to start using this list. I need to see these verbs in there. Your vocabulary needs to grow with
What page
verbs.
is it?
Over there.
Yep. Okay. If you want to up your writing automatically, and you want to have more points on your writing, you want to have it be college level, you do one thing. What do you think that one thing is?
Verbs.
Strong verbs. Will automatically, along with universal ideas, right, when you're analyzing, will automatically up your writing. Whose did I steal?
Gorman.
Thank you. Okay. Give me a strong verb phrase for Williams. Let's hear from someone. What did he do? Remember that speech? His humanitarian award acceptance speech for VET award.
Oh, I didn't go to work on Saturday. I called out.
Strong verb phrase for Marvina. Do I hear you saying a strong verb phrase?
I'm sorry.
For Williams. Williams talks with his audience. No, it's not a strong verb. Williams. What is it?
Emphasize. Establish.
So I have establishes. Establishes what? Give me the whole phrase. It can't just be a verb. Establishes. Up. People, are you on your phone trying to call Jesse Williams? He's not going to answer you. No, it has to come from your brain. He doesn't care about us.
Trying to establish racism.
So,
Or the way they treat, or the way public servants.
Oh, yeah.
I need everyone's attention. So Williams establishes, Bia, help us out here. What does establish mean?
He's introducing, he's telling
Building
people.
enforcing something.
And reinforcing, establishing.
Deciding upon,
Basically.
Contract.
you didn't hear anything I said, I said deciding upon.
Guys, what I want you to do, and I need everyone to listen to me, please. Thank you in the back table. Think connects with her audience. Now replace it with another strong word. Williams establishes, I don't know, is that strong enough for what he's doing up there? All right, let me pause right here. I don't think I have everybody's attention. I really do need everybody's attention. Thank you. What is his tone? I hear people talking.
It was more like informal.
Go to the tone wheel. Go to the tone wheel in your notebook. Go to the tone wheel. Yep, find the tone wheel in your notebook.
7.
I got it.
Go to the tone wheel. Start in the center with the center word and then go out. How would you describe Williams's tone?
Powerful.
Okay, powerful. What else?
He's powerful. He's critical.
Good.
Because it's like he's criticizing the way America is.
William is criticizing, or actually William.
Oh my God.
Criticizes what?
The way America is.
So guys, let me ask you this. Can you hear me in the back?
Yeah.
If I say the way America is, what does that leave us with? The way America
But
is.
it doesn't like really describe what he's talking about. He's not talking about the whole of America. He's talking about the actual problem though.
Okay, but give me a revision to the sentence, the way America is. What's wrong with that sentence? The phrase, thank you.
So basically, he's basically saying that they drain black people everything they have. Like they do a lot, but they still find a way to try to take it from them and make it their own, try to make it their own. That's kind of the point he's trying to make.
Who is they?
America.
So do you see what we're doing before we write our thesis? We're brainstorming from the tone wheel. We're identifying his tone. It's definitely on the negative connotation side, right? Because he is frustrated, he is critical. And then we're saying, okay, give me, after the tone wheel, think about some verbs that are powerful. And then I'm asking to be more specific. So the way America is not specific. What Daryl did is he drew it out, right? So Williams criticizes how, give me a they though. I think Naira is right. America, is it just America? Is it something that America has going on? Is it a group in America?
That's the way America's public servants are, like as police and like other people. That's what he's talking about. It feels like they have like no self-control.
Self-control and not being able to
No,
like
I know
deal
what's
with
funny?
like black
I
people.
never heard a song.
All right, hold on, Nicholas, let's check this out. Williams criticizes America's public servants for their lack of self-control. Through, give me 3 devices that you've got.
Analogy, repetition, and colloquialism.
Now, Nicholas said analogy, repetition, and colloquialism. I'm always going to push back on repetition. Why?
Parallelism.
So I'm pushing back on repetition because why is parallelism a better choice if you see it?
Because rhetorical is just kind of like vague. It's like, it's just he can just be saying the same thing over and over again. That's just rhetorical. That's, you know, rhetorical.
Repetitive.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so what Daryl's saying is that yes, there is going to be repetition in almost everything we're gonna read. So great. If you need a fallback, if you find yourself breaking out of the exam, that's a fallback. However, if you press yourself and say, is it just words repeated, or are there chunks of phrases repeated and the sentences go together and they kind of balance each other out? Daryl just said, with repetition, it's not as much to analyze. The words are repeated. Okay, why? Right? Parallelism is more of the balance. So I'm going to put parallelism and what else does he use? Colloquialism? Okay. Two. What is he doing? Two. What's his purpose? Now remember, purpose isn't what he wants. Purpose is how he delivers his speech. To...
Wait, social change?
Yeah.
To... Well, that is true, but if you go back to your strong verb,
To bring awareness, right?
on the right side of your strong verb, on the right-hand upper corner of your strong verb, can you box that out with a highlighter? These are purpose words. These are your purpose words. Choose one and memorize it for the exam, so that you can go into the exam knowing a purpose word. Give me a purpose word.
Yes.
From the upper right-hand corner of the verb sheet, what do you have? Box it out. I need to see everybody box the upper right-hand chunk. And when you're boxing it out, whose do I have right here?
Wait, right here is the hard thing?
So the highlight and blue negative.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
So right
Why?
here,
Nice.
you're gonna do it right here, okay? These are your purpose words. These, I'm almost done, but you gotta box these up. Perfect.
I'm sorry.
Box it up. Okay, purpose and thesis. Purpose and thesis. Write it there, purpose and thesis. So, you're boxing this out, purpose and
Nastiest color too.
upper right-hand corner. So important because if you can memorize one or two of these and have these in your back pocket, you just plug it right in. Most speeches you get are going to convince. Most speeches you're going to get are going to what? Persuade. So give me a purpose word that Williams does. Through. To what? So I hear argue. Now, what's the difference between argue and summarize?
Summarize is when you're basically explaining everything. And then argue is when you're going back and forth.
I don't know
about
what I
something
want for lunch
that has
that
no
day.
change.
Okay.
Correct.
Which one is stronger in concept?
So, but not
Argue.
pepperoni, nor cheese.
Argue. Now, he's not going back and forth.
No,
But-
it's just explaining with tone. Like if you're arguing with someone, you're telling them how you feel about what's going on and how it needs to be changed.
If there was an argument, that
That's
it would
what I'm
basically,
saying.
it would basically,
No,
it's
statements would be
basically his side.
Okay, so Darrell said if this was an argument, this
But-
is his side of the argument, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, but like, you know, it kind of is an argument, it's kind of a counter argument, because he's talking about things that happen, not only like, you know, not only to him, but, you know, there's people around, like, you know,
Yeah,
people
general.
around the world. So
Okay.
it's just, you know.
So to argue for, to advocate for, right? So if you want to have argue for what? No, you do not. Listen up, this is so you're going to lose the point. All this work, you will not get the point. Joseph, you will not get the point if you end right here.
Argue for social change.
You need the end, social change. This message should also be a universal idea. You don't want to say to argue, you know, for something specific that they can actually get. It needs to be broader. It needs to be a universal idea. Then you can drop that universal idea down and interrogate that in your writing. Okay. What was the hardest part about making that statement?
Actually, on the purpose.
So, listen up. The hardest part is the verb phrase, I believe, and the purpose. We forget purpose seems to be something else, but it is just go in. In fact, everyone right now, write a note to yourself saying just memorize argues for, just memorize convince, right? Because those are going to be in almost every single speech. Power verb phrase, again, have in the back of your pocket, connects with his or her audience. Is it the best one you can use? Probably not. That isn't exactly what he's doing. But it's better than nothing when you go in. You're at least going to get some credit, okay? Questions about this? All right, can you make this your screen saver on your phone? It's in your, I will also give you the slides. Okay, we're gonna get started on Thunberg with the time that we have left. You are analyzing the Thunberg speech that is the still on fire. So you're analyzing the one that is second.